Day 1 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and creating some sort of graphic, colourful winged liner look. So for day number 1, we have got Bloody Mary. So this was actually the first one that I ever purchased. It is a duochrome, like purple to pink colour. It's beautiful. So now I need to come up with some sort of winged eyeliner moment. This is where it gets difficult. So firstly, I'm just going to take my Colourpop Sweet Talk palette and I'm going to take this shade down in the bottom corner just to put something through my crease. Then just on the same brush, I'm going to dip into the darkest shade just to deepen up on the outer corner a little bit. A little something like that. Nothing crazy. Then I'm going to take the wet liner and my setting spray. One spray in there. Liner brush. Let's activate the liner. So you want to just keep swirling the brush in there until the liquid starts to get a little bit thicker, like so. And then we're ready. Now I just need to decide what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just start with a wing. Easy, right? So that is the wing, sisters not twins, and I'm just going to take the other end of my brush and I'm going to just dip it into the wet liner, dip it into the gel, and I'm going to put some dots around the place, and that is the extent of what my brain can handle today. So how do I want to do this? Like that. That'll do. You know what? They are close enough. I might put some... Do I put 3 on the inner corner as well? I'm going rogue now. No, I hate that. I'm going to wipe it off. And that is the beauty of makeup, is it not? You can just wipe it away. Thank goodness. So I managed to fix that with a little bit more concealer. I'm just going to add some fluttery mascara. I will be right back. So there it is, look number 1 of 28 with the Glisten Cosmetics wet liners. Look number 1 with Bloody Mary. Let me zoom you in. I would love to hear what you think. I love this one. I love the different shades that the liner goes. And the dots are a little cute addition. I'd love to hear what you think. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for more graphic liner looks for the whole month. Day 2 of picking completely at random a Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 2, we have got Old Fashioned, another duochrome one. We got a duochrome one yesterday. Let me activate this one. I feel like this colour is going to sort of match my t-shirt really nicely as well. It's almost like a rosy brown that shifts to a green. It's really, really pretty. So what do I want to do? I wish I came to these videos with some sort of idea. I literally never do. So let's just start with a wing. Let's start there. So that's the wing, and I feel like you can really see the shift in the colour there where it's like pink but also like a khaki green. It's such a beautiful shade. So I think I'm just going to do some sort of swoop so that you can see the shifty colour with my eyes open. So picking up a little bit more on the brush and confidently swooping like that. So I've just neatened up the edges a little bit. I feel like you can really see the shift in that colour there. Ooh, I love that one. So I did just add a little dot right in the middle. Let me go ahead and do some mascara and then we'll be done. There we go. So that is the finished look with copious amounts of mascara. So day 2 we got Old Fashioned. I really hope that we get some more colourful, like bright colours in the next couple of days because I've got a lot and some of them are incredible. Day 3 of 28, picking completely at random a GLISTEN Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 3, we have got Solar. Look at that colour. I haven't actually used this one before, so let's wait and see, but it is very, very bright. This colour is actually incredible. Look at that, it's so bright. And I think I'm going to use another one as well, but this isn't my pick for the day, it's just this one. I'm going to do like a blue and yellow squiggly wing moment. Let's see how this goes. So I'm going to start with the yellow and I'm just going to go a little bit rogue. And I'm just going to see where the squiggle takes me. So let's start trying to imagine where I'm going to put the wing, and then a little something like that. I will neaten it up. So I have also just drawn on what's going to be the upper line of just a regular wing, and I don't know what it is, something about the shape, something about the colour. Is anybody else thinking Haribo foamy eggs? Just me? Something is there. So I'm going to just replicate the shape but with a blue to like highlight the yellow. That's my plan. So I've just put some dots around the outside of the squiggles because why not? You cannot tell me that this look isn't improved with the addition of some tiny little dots. So I'm going to go ahead and do mascara and then we'll be done. There we go, just a little bit of mascara. I don't want to distract from the colours. I don't want to distract from this liner look. I love how this has turned out. So day number 3 of 28, we finally got some colour. Don't get me wrong, I love the neutrals, but the colours that GLISTEN Cosmetics do have my whole heart. So hopefully we get a few more of these in the next couple of days, but follow along if you want to see what colours I get next. Day 4 of 28, picking completely at random a different GLISTEN Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 4, we have got Grapeade. This is one of my favourite ones. This is a good choice. So before I go in with the wet liner, I just want to do a little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm going in with the Cosmic Beauty Serenity palette and I am going to take this pastel purple lilac shade on the bottom row, really pick that up on a brush and pack this onto the inner corner. Then I'm just going to take a slightly bigger fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Pixie just to add a little bit of purple onto the outer corner, but a slightly darker shade. Just roughly, nothing too neat. So I'm happy with just those two colours, like the bright on the inner corner and the slightly darker on the outer corner. Then I am just going to take Grapeade. It's such an incredible colour. I just absolutely love this one. It is one of my favourites, this shade. And I'm going to just make sure that all of that setting spray is worked into there. And I'm going to do like a swoop on the outer corner and a swoop on the inner corner. As always, absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Let's just take a breath and hope for the best. The girly pops on here that make this look so easy, like they just do it and it just appears and it just looks perfect every single time. Could simply never be me. So I am going to take the other end of my brush and dip it into just the same colour. Just going to use the same colour today, and I'm going to do a dot. What I want to do is a dot on the inner corner sort of area, maybe here, and then swoop above the line that I've already got on there. So let's take this, and again, confidently. Confident. Are they equal? Equal enough. I'll just keep my head on the side so that you can't tell. I do feel like I need that soundbite from SpongeBob where it's like 3 hours later. That took me some time, but I am happy with how that is looking. I'm just going to stop looking at it, or I will keep on fiddling. I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara, and I will be right back. There we go. So that is look number 4 done with Grape Aid. I love this colour. I absolutely love this shade of purple. I think that this colour is incredible, but I would definitely be up to trying this shape again with one of the duochromes, because there are some in my little tub here that I have not tried yet, and I think that this shape would be perfect for with the duochrome shades, so that you can really see that shift like as your head is moving. But I'm really happy with how this one has turned out. I wonder what we'll get tomorrow. Day 5 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day number 5, we have got, we've got a split liner. This is the shade Cotton Candy, and it's got a purple and a bright pink. I feel like I've done really well so far picking shades that match my outfit. I'm very, very happy with this one, and I haven't used this one before. So I'm just going to take the darker of the 2 shades first and create a wing. Simple, easy, we can do this. There we go. So just a wing, nothing crazy, just a wing. I am going to take a little bit of tissue and I'm going to dry that side so that I can just get the lighter pink next, and I don't want these to mix. I want them to be 2 very separate colours. So just drying that side off with a bit of tissue, and I will flip this around, spray the other side, and then come up with some sort of idea to add the lighter pink. I'm thinking I've got to add some stars. Like, we've picked a pink, I'm wearing pink stars, it just makes sense. How I'm going to do that, I do not know. So with this lighter pink, I think I'm going to obviously add some stars, but also sort of replicate the shape of this line that I've already got with the lighter pink. I'm gonna have to like hold my breath whilst I do this. Be right back. Okay, so that is the double liner. I really, really like those colours together, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a few little stars. So I'm not gonna draw stars that are the shape on my dress. I'm just gonna dot and then flick up, flick down, and side to side. There we go. So just a little lick of mascara so that you can still see that two-toned liner through. I did also add a few little dots to make it look like it was sparkling. But day number 5 with Cotton Candy. I really, really like how this one has turned out. Hopefully we continue to get a lot of the colourful options for the coming days, because I have loved these colourful ones that I've picked over the last couple of days. Long may it continue. Day 6 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 6, we have got Cherry Pie. I also really like this one, like a really deep burgundy red. Ooh, it's pretty. Like, this colour looks like a really, really bright red there, but when it dries down it almost goes into like a burgundy, and it's so, so pretty on blue eyes. So I slept absolutely appallingly last night, and I have the mental capacity of one single raisin, so all I'm going to do today is a wing. Please just let me off for this one. So I'm just going to run this red colour all the way along the lid and then create a wing. So that's what the colour looks like fresh on. I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, and you'll see how this does like darken a little bit as it dries and goes more burgundy. I'm going to do a brown mascara today. I have this Primark one that I really, really enjoy, so I'll go ahead and do that and then I will be right back. There we go, so just a little lick of mascara to finish off the eyes, and we are done for day number 6. Let me just zoom you in a little and you might be able to see that colour just looks amazing on blue eyes. I just love it. So day number 6, we got Cherry Pie. Beautiful, beautiful red, would be perfect for Valentine's Day. I perhaps picked this one a little bit early. Day number 7 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 7, oh, that was a struggle. We have got Mojito. So this is another duochrome one, and this is a green. Oh, it matches my nails perfectly. What a treat. So I'm just going to take a few shades from the new Beauty Bay Daydreamer palette and just do a little something before I do the liner. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and dip into Journal, this shade here, and put this through the crease. So I've also just added a little bit of the green, which is called Wishful, just onto the outer corner, and then let's get into the liner because I haven't even used this one before. It is completely brand new. So e.l.f. setting spray. Oop, one spray into there, and then get my liner brush and swirl that in. Let's get this activated. So this is the colour now that that is all activated, and you can see it's got a real like lilac shift. It's so pretty. So I think I am just going to recreate the look that I did a couple of days ago where I did like a swoop up here so that you can see that shift as my head is moving, you know? So I'm just going to start with a wing. Let's start there. So that is the wing liner. I feel like you can't see it all that much because obviously it's a very light colour, but you can see it a little bit. So I am going to, I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently and do sort of some lines over at this side rather than a swoop on the inner corner. So get a little bit of product on the brush. Like so. Just a little something. I feel like that works really well because it's subtle. You can only really see it like when it sort of catches the light, but you can see the shift in that colour. I'm trying to like move my head so you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and do mascara and I will be right back. There we go. So finishing off look number 7 with a lot of mascara. Who is surprised? I like how this has turned out. I wouldn't say that it is my favourite. I like the colour, but I feel like it's very light. I would be interested to see how this colour would look over the top of perhaps a darker green or something like that so that you can still see the shift, but the colour is a little bit darker. But 1 week down, 3 to go. Day number 8 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner look. So for day number 8, we have got, ooh, double denim. This is the darkest blue that I have, and actually my dress has got quite a bit of blue in it, so that is a good choice for today. Now, I haven't actually used this one before. This is brand new. Look how dark that is. And I am going to the hairdressers today, so I don't want to look too crazy, so I'm just going to do a wing. Also, I don't know why this eye is so red. I don't know. I am just going to put a little bit of my Sweet Talk palette just sort of across the lid. I will go in with this shade in the middle, which is called Meadow. Just a little bit of that all across the lid. And then we can do the wing. Just like that, just a little wash of that colour all across the lid. Now I have activated this double denim colour. I feel like it's coming up a little bit more sort of purpley. It's very, very pretty. Like I say, I haven't actually used this one before, so I am going to go ahead and just do super, super quick wing. Also, this brush is from Essence. It just says that it's the angled eyeliner brush. I had someone comment the other day about the brush. It is very handy to have that like little bend in the brush. So, boop, boop. I really like that colour. There we go. So I've just neatened it up with a slightly smaller brush. They are not even close to being sisters, but I needed to leave like 5 minutes ago, so that is just going to have to do for today. I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and I will be right back. Of course I'm in a rush, so I've got mascara all over my eyelid and now I've just smudged the liner, but I don't have time to fix it, so this is the finished look. I'm hoping to make more time for the rest of the month to actually do more like creative winged liner looks, so hopefully that will be coming for the rest of February. But day number 8 is done with double denim. I really like this colour. I am absolutely not mad at it, how this has turned out. So onwards and upwards to the hairdressers, to the salon. Day 9 of picking completely at random a different GLISTEN Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day number 9, we have got, I'm very excited about this one. This is Cookie Dough. This is another split liner. I know what I'm going to do with this one if I can get into it. So this is a yellow and an orange. I'm excited about this one. So I am just going to do some flowers, but loads of them, all over the place, all at the same time. That is my plan. So I have activated both sides, but I've tried to keep them separate. And I am just going to get some of the orange, the darker shade, and I'm going to do 5 little dots for petals. Then I'm just taking another brush, going into the yellow that I have turned a little bit blue, but that doesn't necessarily matter, and I'm going to go along and do little dots in the middle of these flowers with the yellow, and also do some more flowers like the petals with the yellow one. So I just added a few more dots around. I think I'm just going to do an orange wing. I was going to do that double liner thing that I do with both of the colours, but I don't think this needs it. I think I'm just going to do the orange, then mascara, and then we are done. There we go. So just a tiny bit of mascara so that you can still see all of those beautiful flowers. I love how this one's turned out. I only have one more split liner left in my collection, but I am already excited to use it because I love the like 2 colours together. I think that this has turned out really well. So day number 9, we got Cookie Dough. I love this one. Flower Power. Day 10 of 28, picking completely at random a different GLISTEN Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of winged eyeliner graphic look. So for day number 10, we have got blushing. Okay, so I haven't used this one before, and I do believe, yes, this is a duochrome pink. For Valentine's week, how timely. So I did see a hack from the lovely Hello Adri over on TikTok. I did see a hack where she used tape to create little hearts, and I think I'm going to do something similar. So I'm just going to cut out a load of hearts with some sellotape and stick them on my face and hope for the best. So I have legitimately just been here for like 20 minutes cutting out tiny little hearts out of sellotape and sticking them all over my eyes, my nose, my face, etc. So I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place The Sweet Pinks palette because obviously, and I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and go into this brightest pink down here, and I'm going to try and remember where I stuck all of these hearts and just tap over the edges. So I feel like you can see the hearts a little bit better there, where it's like the powder's not going onto it. I'm just tapping out a little bit, blending that out. Then I will take more of a smaller brush and I'll go into the darker pink and just keep that a little bit closer to the sellotape, just to deepen it up a little bit right next to where it's going to be clear once I peel it off. So I have also just put both of those shades sort of across the eyelid and through the crease. Then I'm just going to take some tweezers and remove the sellotape. Oh, that looks so cute. Then I'm just going to take the wet liner and replicate the shapes of the hearts that we've got already and add some in this beautiful sparkly pink shade. So I did also, of course, just add a wing. I love how this is looking so far, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some mascara and I will be right back. There we go. So just a little bit of mascara for day number 10. Let me zoom you in so that you can see. I love, pun intended, how this has turned out. So day number 10, we got blushing. Happy Valentine's week, one and all. Day 11 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day number 11, we have got Jewel. Okay, so this is another duochrome one and another one that I haven't used before. This is like a gold and a green. It looks very pretty. So I'm going to start with just a couple of shades out of the Cosmic Beauty Lovers palette. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and dip into this neutrally shade here, which is called Self Love, and put that through the crease. Just a little something like that, just to warm it up a little bit. Then I'm going to take a much smaller brush that I nearly dropped on the floor, and I'll go in with Trust, this darker khaki army green. And just put that on the outer corner, and I think I'm going to do that look again where I do the swoop on the inner corner and the wing so that you can see that duochrome shift, and I think that that will look beautiful in this greeny gold duochrome colour. There we go, just a little something like that, just the two shades on the eyes. There is a duochrome in this palette that I think will match nicely, but I'll see how I feel at the end. So I'm just going to take the e.l.f. setting spray and let's activate this liner. I love how these colours like develop as you swell the water or the setting spray in there. Like, just look at that colour. It's so like bright and reflective, so pretty. So I am going to, as always, confidently do a swoop. I do feel like as the month is going on, I am getting more confident with the swoops, but still the fear is there. So now I'm just going to do a little something there as well. And the last time I did this look, somebody commented to say that it looked like a butterfly. So I'm going to go full butterfly mode and do some swoops going down as well. So often my problem is I don't know when to stop. So I'm going to stop. I am going to put on a little bit of mascara and then we will be done. There we go. So I feel like I have gone from butterfly into some sort of gladiator warrior, and I'm absolutely not mad about it. I really like this colour. I haven't been disappointed by any of these like duochrome ones, and I feel like the shift in that colour is beautiful. So day 11 we got Jewel. I love this one. Day 12 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day number 12 we have got I was hoping that whilst I was wearing this bright blue jumper I would pick one of the bright blues. So we have got Teapot. Perfect for with this jumper. I love it. So I think what I want to do today with Teapot is firstly just a wing, and then secondly a sort of squiggle, a wiggly squiggle above the crease, and then perhaps highlight it with the pink. That's my thought process. But let me start with the wing first. I think that this is the first time this month that I have actually been happy with just the wing part of this challenge, which isn't even meant to be the challenging part. So I did just neaten that up with a slightly thinner brush. I'm going to go back into the bigger brush, which is the Essence one that I've been using all month, the angled eyeliner brush, and I am going to do a squiggle above the crease, and then I think I'll probably just outline it in that like hot pink. So just make sure I've got plenty of product on there. That'll do. There we go. I think I'm even happy with the symmetry of those squiggles. I'm having a good squiggle day. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this shade, which is Cherryade. And I haven't even used this one before, but I think that the brightness of that pink outlined probably on the wing and on the squiggle. I'm giving it a go. And breathe. I love how this is looking. Like, it's giving Saved by the Bell vibes. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and I will be right back. Ah, I love these colours. Juicy. There we go. So day number 12 and we are done. I resisted the urge to just add dots everywhere because that's what I wanted to do, truly, but I love the way that this has turned out. Like, I would wear that double liner with the blue and the pink together just on an everyday. I love those colours together. Maybe not with the wiggle, that is the graphic, a little bit something extra, but I love those colours together. So day number 12 we got Teapot. I love how this one has turned out. Day 13 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day 13, we have got, Cherryade. So I partially used this one yesterday, but actually I think, you know, a Valentine's look, I can make this one work today. So I'm just going to start with my Beauty Bay Tropical palette because I want a few different pinks. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush into this shade up at the top, which is called Daiquiri, and I am going to run that through the crease and sort of start smudging it out this way a little bit, winging the colour out just a little bit. Then I'm just going to use the same brush and I'm going to go into this darker pink down on the bottom row, which is called Beach Ball, and I'm going to deepen up on the outer corner a little bit with that, again pulling that colour outwards. Just a little something like that, just a little wash of pink over the eye, really like blend it out up towards my temple. Then let's get into the wet liner that, like, I already know is an incredible colour because I used it, was it yesterday or the day before? I've used it recently anyway, and I just love it. It's so bright. I actually think that this one reacts to UV light, like if you were going partying. Can you tell that is so not my scene? But I think that it reacts to like the UV light and it glows in the dark. Incredible. I'm just going to do some little hearts all over my eyes, however, because it's the season of love. It's the time of year for it. So I am just going to draw a load of hearts all over my eyelids and like going up where I've done that pink eyeshadow as well. So I have also, of course, added a wing and a load of dots to fill in the gaps. So I'm really happy with how that is looking. I'm really happy with the like contrast between the bright pink hearts and the slightly more muted eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara and I will be right back. There we go. So that is look number 13. Done. Very, very appropriate. Very, very on theme for Valentine's with Cherryade. I love how bright and vibrant that shade is. It's just perfect for Valentine's. I love how that one has turned out. I will say, however, looking in my tub here for the shades that I've got left for the rest of the month, we've got a lot of greens, we've got a lot of purples, but let's just wait and see what we get tomorrow. Day 14 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for Valentine's Day, for the 14th, we have got, ooh, Curacao. Now this is a duochrome one. It is a purple and it is beautiful, and I think I know what I want to do with this one. So there is a shade in the Cosmic Beauty Serenity palette that matches this wet liner perfectly, and it's this one down on the bottom row, which is called Ether. So I think I'm just going to use a few of the purples out of here and then do some sort of swoopy wing thing with the wet liner. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I will start with this shade over here, which is a matte, and that is called Awake. And then I will take a much smaller brush and I will dip into the darker purple over here, which is called Pixie. I'll pop that just on the outer corner, just like that. And then I'm just going to take sort of a flat brush and I'm going to dip into that Ether shade, and I am just going to pop that on the inner part of like the crease, sort of on the inner corner, and then blend it up through the crease. Just like that, just a little touch of that multi-chrome shimmer on the inner corner, and then I'm going to activate the liner and come up with some sort of idea whilst I do that. I think because this colour is quite light and it's got that duochrome like metallic-y shift to it, if I just zoom you in, I think I'm going to just do above the crease and not do a wing, which is the unusual part about this for me. That's the challenge. So I'm taking a thin brush, which is just one that I got on Amazon as a nail art brush. It's very, very slim, and I'm going to, I'll start here and then also go back down that way. I'll fiddle and neaten that up a little bit. Okay, so I've also added some little swoops on the outer corner just to frill it up a bit, you know. So I'm going to add mascara and I will be right back. There we go, so day 14 done. Honestly, I think that this is one of my favourite shades. I just think that it is so pretty. This Curacao shade is just incredible. I think that it's so beautiful. So 14 days down, 14 to go. We're almost there. We are almost there. Day 15 of picking completely at random a different GLISTEN Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So for day 15 we have got, ooh, Cash Flow. Now I haven't used this one before, but it is a bright green, and my dress has got quite a bit of green in it, so good choice for today. So I've just put a little bit of bronzer just sort of across my lid and also under the eyes, just to sort of add that shadow back in, and then I'm going to go in with Cash Flow. And I think what I'm going to do is, I've seen a few looks online where there's like another colour sort of intertwined in the solid colour. That doesn't make any sense. You'll see what I mean. And if I don't like it, I can just wipe it off. But I'm going to start with a wing. So I have also added a little like half swoop above the crease. Let me just zoom you in so that you can actually see what I'm doing. A little half swoop, and I left a little gap. So then I have also activated a pink shade. This is Blushing, and I am going to sort of wrap this colour and sort of intertwine it with the green. So I'm using a much thinner brush, and I'm going to start down here. What am I going to do? I want it to go sort of through there. I'm like figuring out what I want to do as I'm doing it. A little something like that, yes, I think I'm quite happy with that. I love that pink with that green. I just love, some of my favourite looks that I've done so far this month have been ones where I've used two colours together, so I think I'm going to stick with that for the rest of the month. But I love that pink with that green. That is so pretty. There we go. I am resisting the urge to just put dots all over, because I think, although I think that would look nice, I'm very aware that I have done that in so many looks already. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and then we will be done. There we go. So that is look number 15 done. And again, I really like how this one has turned out. Like I say, I just love the looks that I've been doing where I've been using 2 colours. I just love the contrast between the pink and the green. I think that that's really pretty. So today's colour was Cash Flow, the most beautiful bright green. I think that this is one of my favourite greens that I've tried. It's just so vibrant. I love it. Day 16 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now, I know what look I want to do today, but what colour are we going to be doing it? So, for day 16, we have got Granite. This will work well for the idea that I have. So, let me get my setting spray and activate this liner. So I actually haven't even used this shade before, and this is coming up a lot lighter than I thought it would, which will sort of work and sort of not work. So what I'm wanting to do is, I've sort of done this half sort of cut crease with my eyeshadow. I'm wanting to put a little line through the first sort of half of the crease so that you can't see it when my eyes are open, and then sort of when I blink or if I look down in a demure sort of way, you can see that colour. And I think that that'll work for there, but I was also wanting to do a matching wing, and I don't know if this will be a bit light, but we'll see how it goes. I will start with the little swoop on the inner part of the crease area-ish. So I've just got a tiny little bit of product on the brush there. I'm going to trace that line that I have created on the inner part of the crease. And I'm going to stay looking down until that is dry, because I have done that many times. No, I do think that that shade will work as the wing as well, so I will go ahead and get a little bit more on the brush and create a wing on the outer corner in the same colour. There we go. I really like how that really cool toned silver is looking against the very warm like brown that I used through the crease. I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and then we will be done. There we go. So now that I am confident that that eyeliner has dried, if I just look straight forward and sort of relax my eyes, you can't see that silver through the crease, but it's still there. And it just pops out every now and again. I really like how that looks, and I think that that would look really nice with like a bright blue or a bright green or something. Would you want to see this look again, but with a brighter colour? Let me know. Day 17 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day in the month of February and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. So we've got a lot of greens in here. I am wearing green. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So for day 17, we have got a green, jolly good. So this one is Monsterrat, which is a dark teal. Ooh, one of my favourites. Have I said that for every single shade? Yes, I have. So obviously I have already got the rest of my makeup on. This will be coming to YouTube on Wednesday if you are at all interested, but I just want to add a little colourful something above the crease. Just a swoopy swirly sort of a thing. Easy, simple, it's already like past my bedtime. So I'm just going to take that angled brush from Essence and I am going to get my hair out of the way and I'm going to do something like that. I had no plan. Could you tell that I had no plan? I had no plan. It's like Christmas lights. Do I do that like right the way across? Would that look crazy? Do I care about looking crazy at this point? The answer is no. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I've committed to it now, but I don't know how I feel about it. I've purposefully gone like asymmetrical because there is simply no way that I would ever get that looking the same. Let me just neaten it up a bit. Okay, so I have just tried to neaten that up a little bit. I'm not sure I like the pattern that I went for today, but that is just on me. I'm just not sure that I can get away with that in February. Like, I could add Christmas lights to this in December and I would be so happy, but I feel like in February, maybe not so much. But I love the colour. That like teal is beautiful. I do love that just as like a standard wing. The design maybe isn't my finest choice. Day 18 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of wing eyeliner look. Now, yet again, I slept like absolute dog dirt, so I'm just going to be doing a regular wing today, but let's see what colour we're going to get for day 18. We have got T-Rex, which is like a khaki green, just a completely matte shade. That is perfectly fine for me. With this like peachy colour through the crease, that will absolutely work. So this is what the colour is looking like now that it is all activated. You can see it's just a really like neutrally warm leaning green, which I really like on blue eyes. I think that this is a very, very pretty shade, but I just don't have the mental capacity today to do anything creative with it. So I might do a few dots. Let's see how much time I have. I treated myself to a little lion this morning. There we go. So that is the wing just by itself. If I zoom you in, you'll be able to see that beautiful green colour. It is very, very pretty. So I will go ahead and just add a few dots right on the outer corner, just to add a little something. Not too much, because now I need to make it the same on the other side. That will do. That will do today. So I will add some mascara and then we will be done. Simple today, very simple. There we go. So day 17 and we got T-Rex. This is honestly the sort of shade that I would pick if I was doing something with flowers or something where I wanted to draw some like little leaves or something, because it's the perfect neutral brown where it's not too bright and it's not too dark. It's just perfect, and I love it for this like quite simple design as well because that's all that my brain could handle today. It's all that I could do. Day 19 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now, I know what look I want to do today, but what colour are we going to pick for day 19? We have got Jasper. Okay, this will work. This will work. So this is what Jasper is looking like now that that is all activated. It is the deepest, darkest burgundy red toned brown. It's so pretty. It's like melted chocolate. It's delicious. And the look that I want to do today, because I feel like all of the looks that I've done so far have been sort of swoopy and wavy and twisty and fluid looking. I want to do something that's more angular, and I'm also going to use the shade Blushing, and I'm going to do like a double liner thing but like staggered. That's my plan. So I'm going to start with Jasper and I'm going to do a wing and then something straighter, some straight lines rather than swoopy lines. So that is the wing just by itself. You can see it's such a deep, dark, like reddy toned brown that you can't even really like tell that that is a colour, but I really like it. So I'm just going to get a little bit more product on this very thin brush, and instead of swooping I'm going to just do a straight line. Do I like that? It's just gonna have to do now it's there. There we go. So I've just neatened up the ends there, and I'm going to wipe off this brush and then activate, what was this one? Blushing, to do basically the same thing but like staggered. You know? I hope that makes sense. Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking. That is so, so pretty. Now, I just need to try and make this the same on the other side. You think it's hard making one line match? Why not do two? Why not do two? There we go. I love those colours together. I mean, I've loved all of the looks that I've done with this blushing pink. I just think that that is so, so pretty. So I am going to go and add some mascara and then we will be done. There we go. So I just wanted a little bit of mascara so that you can still see all of those beautiful colours. But I am very, very happy with how that looks. And how has it taken me this long to do something a little bit more angular rather than swoopy? But day 19, we got Jasper, the perfect sort of neutrally everyday colour if you've got blue eyes. Day 20 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now, obviously we are nearing the end of the month. The amount of colours is diminishing, so let's see what colour we're going to get for day 20. We have got Heather. Okay, this is a beautiful matte purple and I haven't used this one before. And I think I know what I want to do with this one. So because this colour is so light, it is a proper pastel lilac. I think I want to do sort of some more straighter lines like I did yesterday and then surround it with some little flowers in pink. This is Morganite, which I've already used earlier in the month. So I'm going to go ahead and just use Heather to create that like bold shape that I want on the eyes. So I ended up doing like 2 lines on the outer corner. Somebody commented on my video yesterday actually saying to do the lines a little bit straighter, like a little bit further out so that I get more room above. I've tried to do that. I feel like my hand just automatically goes to like do whatever it's always done. But I'm quite happy with how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and just activate both sides of Morganite and add some flowers sort of overlapping these lines just all around the place. Just to add a little something, you know. There we go. I really, really like how that's turned out. The like sharper lines of the purple with the softer lines of the flowers. I think that that looks so cute. So let me go ahead and add some mascara and then we will be done. So I've got a little visitor helping me with my mascara here. She's about to jump on those drawers. Oh, she made it. Jolly good. So this is the finished look for day 20. I had to think about that. I'm so distracted with her being in here now. So we got the shade Heather. I actually am surprised at how dark that's showing up on the eyes. I feel like that's quite a wearable purple for an everyday, I mean obviously this isn't an everyday look, but for just a wing, I really, really like the look of that one. So we are on the final countdown now. The end is in sight. Day 21 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now yet again, I know what look I'm going to be doing today, but which colour are we going to be using? So for day 21, we have got Evergreen. I love this one as well. So this is a completely matte deep forest green. It's so, so beautiful, and I think I want to sort of recreate a look that I did a couple of days ago where I did like a hidden line within the inner part of the crease, but this time I want to do it on the outer corner and sort of extend it outwards in a little bit of a swoop. Who is surprised? But also a wing, because who is surprised? So I'm going to go ahead and just do the wing and then I'll figure out what I want to do for the swoop. I've got an idea, but I still don't really know what I'm doing. So that is the wing. Not my finest work, but will absolutely do. If I just zoom you in, what I'm wanting to do now, see now I feel like I haven't got the space for what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to do sort of a swoop coming out of this part of the crease, again hidden like when my eyes are open, but but now I feel like I've put that wing there. So let's brainstorm some more ideas, but I need some more setting spray in my wet liner. So I've made this wet liner much more liquidy now, and I'm just going to confidently do a swoop on the outer corner and then maybe mimic it on the inner corner, like mirror it, but let's do... That will do. That will absolutely do. Oh, but now I need to make it match on the other side. I feel like I've just made a real mess of those ones in the middle, you know. I might take those off. I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara and then see how I feel about those ones on the inner corner. I might just use a little cotton bud to remove them because I don't like how that's looking. I like the ones on the outer corner. They're like really sharp and like... But the ones on the inner corner just aren't really doing it for me. So mascara, and then we can decide. There we go. So not the neatest cleanup. You can still see a little bit of that green on the inner corner, but I needed to leave work like 10 minutes ago. So this will absolutely do. So for day 21, we got evergreen. A more simple look today. Wasn't necessarily what I was planning on, but I like how this one's turned out. Day 22 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now, I've been doing some research on Pinterest and I am going to try and recreate this look here. So, what shade are we going to get to create that look for day 22? We have got, ooh, copper. That'll match my hair perfectly, this will do. So once again, this is a shade that I haven't used before, but it is beautiful and it's one of the like metallic finishes, which I just love. And I'm also going to use a little bit of cherry pie just to like accent it because that picture has two colours like next to each other. So I'm going to try and do the same thing. So I'm just getting a little bit of product on this brush. Confidence. We have confidence in what we are doing. We believe that we can do it and therefore we can. Okay. I am actually pleasantly surprised at how well, I mean, they're not the same. I'm just going to stay sort of side on because they're not even a little bit the same. But I really, really like how that looks. And I love that that is like the metallic finish. So you can see that like as my head is moving, like they are not the same. I am aware. But I don't think I'm going to add any red to that. I'm really happy with how that looks. I love that that colour matches my hair. It was meant to be. So I'm going to add some mascara and then we will be done. So just a little bit of brown mascara to finish off the eyes, and I love how this one has turned out. That colour with my hair and blue eyes, that is just perfection. So day 22 we got copper and I love how this one's turned out. Day 23 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day in February and coming up with some sort of graphic liner look. I know what look I want to do today, so let's see what shade we are going to get for day 23. We have got, ooh, Twin Pines. Okay, so this is a very, very dark green and it is a metallic finish. So let me activate this one and then we can think what shade I want to complement it. So this is how Twin Pines is looking now that that is all activated, and I think I'm going to use the shade from yesterday, which was copper, as like the accent colour, but I will use Twin Pines for that like half wing across the eye. So I'll start with that. Because I feel like that's the easier part of the design, question mark, and then I'll do the like ribbony part on the side. I don't know what I'm doing in case you're wondering. It feels so counterintuitive to leave this little gap like right next to the lash line, but that's how it looks on the picture, so I'm going for it. So now getting a little bit more product on. Again, just one of these very, very thin brushes from Amazon. I think it's a nail art brush, and trying to create that like ribbony squiggle. I don't know how I'm going to do this, so let's just try. I feel like hers stops much higher up near her eyes. I'm just gonna have to go with that now because it's there. And it is just makeup, I can just wipe it off. Okay, I am pleasantly surprised at how that looks. They are similar enough as well, considering I had no idea how I was going to create that. So I have just activated the copper shade, and I'm just going to sort of intertwine those lines across the lid and also down the side-ish. Okay, so I think I prefer how the like ribbony bits are looking on this side, but I really love how those colours look together. Like, they are the perfect, like, I've been wrapped up in a ribbon colour combination. So I will add some mascara and then we will be done. There we go, so just a light little bit of mascara today so that you can still see that like hollow wing sort of shape across the lid, because I quite like that. I want to dive into that look a little bit more. So for day 23 we got Twin Pines. I really like how this one's turned out, even though it is absolutely nothing like the inspiration picture that I was aiming for. Day 24 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every day in the month of February and coming up with a graphic liner look. Now, for the eagle-eyed viewers out there, you may notice that I am one short. I don't know how that happened. I am certain at the start of the month I picked 28. Now I only seem to have 27, so for day 28 I am going to have to come up with some sort of idea. I may try and use every single shade in one look. Would you like to see that? Either way, I am just picking one today, and let's see what we're going to get for day 24. We have got... That matches my nails perfectly, does it not? This is a matte blue, which is called Lapis. I'm not actually sure how to say it. Is it Lapis? 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 I don't know. Either way, e.l.f. setting spray, as always. So I do think I know what I want to do with this colour. I want to use a little bit of blushing, which honestly has become one of my favourite colours this month. I want to do like that structured, angular double wing, but also combine that with the hollow wing that I did yesterday and just come up with something like that. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but starting with the blue Lapis. How do you say that? Please let me know. I feel like I said that this was matte at the start. Did I say that this was a matte blue? It's definitely not. It's definitely a metallic finish. I really like it though, so I'm going to go ahead and just activate the blushing shade to do something a little bit angular, like in between these hollow lines. Again, they're not symmetrical. Was I trying to make them symmetrical? No. I like it when they're completely wonky and different to each other. Oh my, they are not even similar, are they? Oh, it's going to be another day of keeping my head on the side so that nobody can tell that my wings are not even remotely similar. But I love those colours together. Just ignore the fact that they are nothing alike. So I'm going to go and add some mascara and I will be right back. There we go, so just a light layer of mascara so that you can still see those like hollow gaps in the liner. I love that blue, and I love that blue with that pink. I'm just not sure on the design. I need a little bit more practice, but that is the joy of makeup. I can just take it off and try again. Day 25 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now I've only got 3 shades left. Day 28 is going to be a little bit of a wild card, but let's see what we're going to get for day 25. We have got Mint Chalk. So this is a split liner. It is the brightest mint green with a brown. what am I gonna do? I mean, obviously like a double liner wing thing, obviously. Options, I've got options. So I'm just going to start with the brown first. I haven't even activated that mint shade yet. If I just get a little bit of this, I'm just going to do a wing and then just see where the day takes me. I may do that like intertwined squiggles above the crease, because I feel like with the mint as well, that might look quite fun. So I'm going to start with the brown. I'm going to start with the chalk chip section first. So I just real confidently went for that squiggle. I like how that looks though, and I feel like that is symmetrical enough. I'm quite happy with the symmetry there. So I have also just activated the mint side, and I've got a different little brush here. So what I'm thinking is I can do a little mint swoop on the, not swoop, on the lash line to add that colour on the lid, and then come out underneath and squiggle through this squiggle. Say squiggle more, it's descriptive. So deep breath. Whenever I'm like whenever I'm doing this, I'm like holding my breath. I can't breathe while I do it. That mint shade is just delicious. That's so bright and so pastel, and I feel like that little pop on the inner corner as well really like ties all that in. I am a little concerned because this eye keeps watering, but I'll just keep fixing this throughout the day. I love how this looks. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and then we'll be done. There we go. Day 25 done. I knew that I wanted to do this look with this colour because I just think that's the best way to like highlight both shades. That brown is the perfect neutral brown. It's not too dark, like you can still see that it's brown. It's such a beautiful shade, and that mint I'm going to live in all summer long. I love this one as well. I've said that for every single one, but I do love them. Day 26 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every day in February and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. Now I've only got two shades left. I've got a green and a reddy orange shade, so let's see which one we're going to get for day 26. Ooh, just pick one. Oh, we've got the red. So this is Mars, which matches my hair beautifully. So this is what Mars looks like now that it is all activated. It's a beautiful like burnt orangey browny shade, which I actually think is going to look beautiful on blue eyes. And I think what I want to do is just a load of like circles. Mars, it's a planet, it's circular. That's the only idea that I've got. That's all that I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to start with a wing. Obviously I'm going to start with a wing, and then I'm going to add a load of circles. I'm going to use like different size things to create a load of different circles. That's the plan. So that is the wing just by itself. It's a beautiful, warm, soft brown. It's such a pretty shade. I really feel like this shade suits me and like brings out the colour of my eyes. I really like it. Obviously I'm going to be adding more, but I think what I want to do is try and like add some colour around the outside of the lid and then press it on to get some bigger circles, use some different brushes and just go a little bit crazy. So I've just painted round the outside of there, and where do I want this? That's a circle. That is a circle. But that is one way of making my circle actually round, so I'm not mad at that. Okay, so I do feel like that went a little bit Mickey Mouse for a minute, but I feel like I have managed to save that. I quite like how that's looking. It's a lot and it's all one colour, which I don't usually like, but I like how this has turned out. This would look so cool in like loads of different colours. Either way, I'm going to add a little bit of mascara and I will be right back. There we go, so just a little bit of brown mascara so that it's not too dark with the brownier tones on the eyes. But I love how that looks. It's definitely different and it's using some techniques that I haven't used before, like actually using little lids to create the shape, but I like how that's turned out. So day 26 was Mars and I love this colour. This just as a wing, perfection. Day 27 of 28, picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day and coming up with some sort of graphic eyeliner look. I've only got one left, so it's not really completely at random today, but this one is Pool Party, which is a metallic teal. So pretty. And obviously, Pool Party, I'm going to be drawing waves above the crease with a wing. Beautiful. I've already got a bright blue inner corner. That is the look for today. So this is how that colour is looking now that it's all activated. I feel like this one, where it's that like metallic finish, it goes really bright. Something about the colour, it's just beautiful. So I'm going to start with the wing and then I'm going to do some sort of wave pattern like above the crease. But wing first. Again, not my finest work. I feel like just doing the basics this month has been rotting my brain, truly. Like I've just gotten worse and worse at doing the wing. So I'm going to just get a little bit more product on this brush. This is just one of the nail art brushes from Amazon because you want something really thin. And these are the thinnest ones that I've found. So taking a little bit more product on there. And I don't know how I actually want this to go yet. I want like wave shapes. Does that look like a wave? I'm not so sure. I mean, I love that colour. Oh, it's delicious. But does it look like a wave? That may need some work. There we go. So just a little bit of mascara to finish off the look for day 27. So this is Pool Party. I really love this one. This is definitely one of my favourite shades. This is one that I had already used. It's just such a beautiful teal shade. So obviously I love it. But tomorrow, I think I'm going to try and use every single shade that I have. How's that going to go? I don't know. You'll have to come back tomorrow to find out. Day 28 of picking completely at random a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every day in the month of February and coming up with some sort of graphic liner look. Now, I was going to try and use every single shade. I think that I don't have enough room on my eyeballs for that. So I'm just going to pick like 5 or 6, see how we go, and keep adding shades until I'm happy with the look. So to start, I want a colour to do the inner half of a wing, and then I'll choose a different colour for the outer half. Try and like mix them across the middle. So for the first shade, we have got Lapis, the one that matches my nails perfectly. So that is that blue Lapis on the inner part. Now let's pick another shade for the outer half of the wing. Let's use, ooh, Jewel. Okay, this could be cool. Okay, so those two shades aren't necessarily sort of mixing across the lid like I thought that they would. It looks fine, it's just not really blending like I thought it would. So let's pick another shade. I've lost the lid for this one. I only used this one recently, but this is Copper. So with Copper, I just want to do a swoop. I feel like I've done a lot of swoops this month. It'll be nice to finish off the month with a swoop. There we go, so just a little swoop with Copper. Now I think I want to add a few flowers and dots around, so I will pick a few different shades now. Let's start with 3. Let's start with another 3. So we have got Monsterrat, Solar. Okay, this colour combination is wild. And then Cherry Pie. Okay, so we've got a green, a yellow and a red. Let's add some flowers with these ones. So just a few little flowers made of dots. I really like how this is looking, but I want more. I want more flowers, so let's pick a few more. We have got, ooh, Morganite, a pink. That will work. I feel like I want a purple. Let's just pick a purple. You didn't see it. Grapeade. There we go. So I've added a few different colours. I'm happy with all of those flowers. I'm going to add some mascara and then I will be done. There we go, and that is the mascara done for day 28, using a different Glisten Cosmetics wet liner every single day this month. I feel like I am very much looking forward to not doing a wing for at least a day. I'm looking forward to not having to do that, but I have loved playing with these liners this month. It's been so much fun. Thank you for following along.